It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos taking on Matt Ryan and the Indianapolis.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle.
The Denver Broncos knew exactly what they wanted when they acquired Russell Wilson. They wanted to bring in a quarterback who was durable, consistent, and a proven winner to take a talented roster back to the postseason. And Russell Wilson, he was all of those things in Seattle. One losing record in 10 seasons, missed only 3 games in that time, and made 9 Pro Bowls.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
If there's one thing they aren't lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Broncos in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field because they covered every angle and thoroughly shut down the other side. Hold them just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. A beautiful fake. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon with career touchdown number 70. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came in.
And right away he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Ryan to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10, Taylor now. Uses the stiff arm. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Taylor on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Ryan. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Cortland Sutton has shown plenty of times that he's a big-time player, capable of making the plays that you need to be a wide receiver one in this league. Now his goal is to return to his 2019 Pro Bowl form. 776 yards in 2021. He picks up a first down there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Ryan. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Mo Alley Cox. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On 3rd down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain block. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Get up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
That's where having a mobile quarterback really pays dividends, because that old school stand in the pocket, make your throw guy, he doesn't make that play.
In addition to the mobility, how about his eyes? Just kept them downfield, locked on the target, created a big play out of it.
Didn't matter the chaos around him. He still found his guy.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown. And now
A little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
And he tiptoes around defenders for a gain of about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Forced out to his left. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. 2nd and 5 now. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. 30, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DJ Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw hauled in by QT here. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now it's Ryan. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Now Wilson, option right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. On 2nd down, Williams. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Broncos, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home.